this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something?
Morning, how's everyone doing today? So, you guys, with Jess, paid off our loan. I made a tiny, eensy little loan to buy this one. Only 75 grand. We'll go pay it off right away using this brand new 2+2 International tractor. Super cool. Super cool. Super unique tractor with the articulation point in front of the hood. Basically everything in the cab is just like the non-articulating tractors. They use the same cab as on the like from the back you would just think it's a normal tractor. But super cool. Woo. Watch it where I'm headed. So let's go do some plowing. Get some of these contracts finished and make the money back that you guys worked so hard to pay off. How you guys doing today? Monday morning. Should be probably a pretty quiet stream, but well, that is actually really nice on the inside. Very nice. What killed this tractor was the fact that Case purchased International Harvester. Ooh. No saving, okay. A bit of lag there. So when Case had their own big 4-wheel drive tractor and International had their own, when Case IH became a thing, they just went with the Steiger tractors because they bought out Steiger as well. So they basically dropped the International big 4-wheel drive tractors and they dropped the Case big 4-wheel drive tractors. Like the Case was the Traction King, this was the 2+2, and they went with a Steiger. They just took the green Steigers and painted them red and called them Case IHs. Cool to get the Traction King in here too. Grab ourselves a ripper here. Gotta say the turning radius is not great. Got 7 of you guys dropping in already on a Monday morning. Awesome. Bella says tractor looks like it has pulling power. Back in the day it did. It's actually pretty low horsepower now. This is the hub. There's several versions of this tractor. This is the biggest one they made, and it's 235 horsepower. They made fairly low horsepower versions of this too. Where am I going? Plow. Field 34. Okay. And honestly, they built the engine in a very narrow, long setup, making the visibility on this tractor actually not terrible. It's a little wonky to control, honestly, but she's pretty good. Oop, wrong button. Was this the field we're going to? I think another one, right? Not this one. Okay, I see it there. I see it there. But it's a super cool tractor. Should have no problem pulling this ripper. I went with a setup that we saw the most common on Southern Potato Farms in Gnadenthal. It was this setup. As they got older and they didn't use this tractor as much, they actually pulled the duals off the back, and it was just 2 single tires for transporting honey wagons and stuff like that. They kind of downgraded them as newer tractors came along. Love the articulation side to side. Super unique seeing the hood articulate like that, right? And you go through the ditch. Yep. Synchronizing. Farmer Heston has joined. I don't know who that is. Oh, I have to remember what all the buttons do. I was playing FS22 and the buttons are all slightly different. What do you mean field info not accepted? There we go. There we go. Let's go rip this field. What was this field? What was on here? Man, my buttons are really struggling. Green beans. Okay. Green beans. Like from the back here, it just looked like a regular... Oop. I am no longer on guidance steering because I'm headed for the trees. Jim! Hey, how's it going, Jim? Bonus videos last few weeks. They're up every week, man. I made a video on how to get to the bonus videos. They're not... You have to go to the... Here, I'll show you. I made a video showing how to do this, but maybe you've missed it, Jim. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Nope. Okay. Let's go to the channel. Let's go to the channel. So bonus videos are coming out. View my channel. All right, pause that. To get to the bonus videos, you got to go to posts. And here's all the bonus videos. There's the one that came out Saturday, the one before that, the one before that. They're all sitting right in here. Members only. So you got to go to post to get it. Because YouTube changed the way they did bonus videos, and if you're a member, it wasn't annoying at all. But if you're not a member, it really irritated everybody. So yeah, instead of hitting the home button or going to the videos tab, go to the post tab, and all the bonus videos are showing up in there on a weekly basis. So they're all there. Man, this is a nice tractor. Because yeah, what was it, about 3 weeks ago? I posted a video on how to do that. Because YouTube made changes, and it's like either I have to stop doing bonus videos, or I've got to change the way we get to them. And I saw how some other big YouTubers were doing it. Some big YouTubers just stopped doing them. Like Linus Tech Tips and stuff, they just stopped doing them. Hello from Finland. How's it going? MTK Sim. Okay. Figured as much. Have to manually do these ends. I'm just gonna run manually instead of woo. It's definitely an interesting tractor to control because of the articulation point when you turn matters. That's very different than from a tractor with articulation point on the back. When you turn matters. It's almost like it's sluggish because of where the articulation point is. You gotta make the change. You gotta make the turns and changes earlier than you expect to. Okay. This end of the field is much shorter than the other end of the field. It's kind of a fun tractor. Hey James, how's it going? Haven't you got the Highlands fishing expansion? No. I was very disappointed in the DLC. It's just commercial fishing. I thought I was gonna get it. What I thought we were getting, it's just underwhelming. The only cool thing about that expansion is the Highland cows. I like the Highland cows. That's pretty cool. But I think the Highland cows would be out of place in Gnadenthal. So the only DLC so far that I've absolutely loved is the Prairie and Plains DLC, which fits in perfectly with my map of Gnadenthal because Gnadenthal is so close to where Versatile is manufactured, right? So you would see Versatile tractors all over in Gnadenthal, right? So it makes sense to have the Prairies and Plains DLC, but I know Jess got the Prairies or got the New Highland expansion, and she's enjoying it. I just haven't seen a reason to get it yet. Maybe I'll throw it on the wish list and maybe I'll join someone that's using it and I'll just go buy it then, but I don't know. Tell me why. Tell me why I should get the expansion. I'm not a big fan of just throwing money at the screen for the sake of, hey, this is new, must go play that. And people are like, but you're a streamer, you have to show the new stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do the thing I enjoy. I'm not a typical streamer of doing the things I should be doing. I go do the things that I enjoy. I hate being pigeonholed. Jim says his computer froze. Okay. Hopefully he got my demonstration of how to get to the bonus videos. Oh, come on. Not what I was asking for. Oh, we missed a little bit. We can't have that. Unacceptable. So, James, you didn't give me a good reason. Give me a good reason, man. Give me a good reason why I should buy Highland fishing and expansion. It's just more production, right? It's like what's the point? I personally just don't see the point. So you guys are in October. Hang on, we should really make sure none of our fields need any work. So there's nothing growing here. We have stuff growing here and not here. So we have 2 fields with nothing growing. I guess that's okay, because we'll have to plant in spring. So what do we have growing on field 64? Canola. So in spring we'll have to plant something. Do corn, flax, green beans, lavender, lentils, long grain rice, millet, mustard, oat, parsnips, no thanks, peas, potatoes, red beet, rice, rye, sorghum, soybean, spelt, no thanks, no thanks, sunflowers, triacle. Yeah, there's a couple things we could plant in spring. Till then, let's do more contracts and pay off the money that I just borrowed to buy this tractor. I kind of like this tractor. This is kind of fun for me. Bit of a classic tractor. It's our second non-John Deere tractor, so This is open for anyone to join. If anyone wants to join, this is cross-platform. We're going to be adding the Plains and Prairies DLC, but other than that, no DLC you have to pay for. I worked on Saturday, Lynn. Lane? Maybe Lane. Lynn, Lane? Lane. I'm going to go with Lane. I worked on Saturday, so I do work today, but not until after lunch. So, I've got the morning off to relax a bit. So, I couldn't play Farm Sim on Saturday, so Jess did. She played on Gnadenthal here. I'm like, you know what? It's a Monday. We're not going to get a lot of people joining us on here, but I mean, there's 12 of you guys watching. Just got the better lighting, probably that way. Hello, the goat. So, yeah, I'll be headed to Armstrong tonight, and deliver my load tomorrow morning, and then go from there. I have no idea what I'm doing after that. Good morning, ASMR Tingles Go. What? Huh? What, Kiram? Now the turning radius kind of sucks on here. Do I just go every other row? I think Giants released an ASMR video. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not know that. I'll have to look that up. The dashboard is like super early 90s dashboard. Very square, very simple, digital. It's trending for videos. The goat says, I love your videos. Well, thank you. Or are you saying Kiram's videos? Because we love Kiram's videos too. All right. Just a super unique tractor. I like it. Not the prettiest looking tractor. It's definitely the ugly duckling of the family. But it was popular. A lot of farmers used it. And for the day, 235 horsepower was pretty good. Hey Navi, how's it going? I suspected ASMR was on the rise when TD Canada Trust started doing advertisements in an ASMR fashion. Now Giants is doing it. Well, the thing is, advertisements is to grab your attention. So every ad is trying to scream as loud as possible. What if you do an ad that's whispering? It's just silent. Anything that catches your attention, right? And then as soon as everybody does that, well, then it doesn't grab your attention anymore. I know if I'm watching YouTube and all of a sudden just dead quiet, it's like, what happened? What? Oh, right. Oh, there's an ad. Okay. Because I have YouTube playing on the side while I'm editing or something, and it grabs your attention, right? And all of a sudden I watched their ad only because it was just dead air. Dead air or quiet air. Okay. Nope. Gotta actually lower it. I'm a fan of this track. That's kind of fun. Looking forward to doing lots of work for this. Kieran says, I've got good news for you. Oh, good. I'm not sure if I need good news, but I'll take good news. You know what the good news I heard already was? That Grand Forks lumber mill is starting back up. You're doing a YouTube vertical profile? Yeah, I am. I've got 3 streams going. I've got 2 verticals going and 1 horizontal. The two vertical, one you'll have one with the webcam and the one without the webcam. Oh, so when you swipe down on the one vertical, the other vertical shows up. That's how you switched from one stream to the other. It's quite often I get a comment, you know, you have 2 streams going. I'm like, what? No. What? No, that's not right. I have 3. I'm sure I'm supposed to have 3 streams going. I've been doing the 3 thing because I wanted to do the YouTube new, but then you don't get the webcam. So I'm kind of letting people choose. Do they want to have the webcam or not? Which one do people prefer? Which one do you prefer, Kieran? Which one's got the better view? Which one? Which one is more entertaining or interact? It feels like you. Yeah, I don't know. Which one's better? Which one do you like better? I still hate the idea that when you're on the one without the webcam, I have no idea how many people are on there. I have no idea. It could be 10 people. It could be 100 people. It could be 2 people. YouTube doesn't give us any analytics on that at all. Hello, Corbinstein. Corbinstan? I don't know. Corbinstein. So Kieran, the webcam, you like the logo and the word scrolling? The word scrolling in the chat box itself, right? I'm like, it's kind of out of the way there. The only time you'll be using it is if you're typing on it, right? So you got the word scrolling right through the chat box. So my debate is, do I continue doing that, or do I just kill YouTube's new way of doing it and just keep doing it the way I always used to do it? Okay, hang on. Okay. Gotta turn around this way. Tori? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your names. You're from Italy. Awesome. From Italy. I wouldn't know how to pronounce any Italian names. That's not on the list of things I can pronounce. Messenger, you don't have to tell me that I have new messages. I know. Thanks, Bookface. And Corbinstein, you don't have to repeat yourself. I got you. Hang on. I got a sound clip for you, Corbinstein.
No need to repeat yourself, hoser. I heard you just fine the first time, eh?
Love that voice clip. Got some like relaxing music in the background. Nope, I'm not, well, I'm American, but not U.S. I'm North American, Canadian. I'm playing on the map of Gnadenthal. It's my map. This is where I grew up. If you play the game, or if you play the map Gnadenthal, where you first get started up, that's the house that I grew up in. And yes, it's pronounced Gnadenthal. Two separate words, Gnadenthal. It's German in Canada because of all the Mennonite colonies that settled here. Making really good progress on this field. I wasn't expecting anyone to join on a Monday morning. Usually I just do Saturday, Sunday. Usually I'm at work, but this week is a little different. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be sitting back and chilling. I wanted to sleep in, but that didn't work. I just woke up and it's like, well, if I'm awake, I want to try this 2x2 international tractor, so might as well live stream it. And the stream's actually doing pretty good. Anyone new here, by the way, you guys control the hat I wear. Every $5 super chat, or if anyone joins and becomes a member, you spin the wheel. Hey, Jack Collins. You guys spin the wheel, and whatever the wheel lands on, I have to wear that hat until the wheel gets spun again. For $10 super chat, you just pick a hat on the wheel, and then it's gonna be a dumb one that I hate. That's just how that's gonna be. So this 2+2, is this just a North America tractor, or did International Harvester? Because International Harvester is mostly a North America company, right? It's a U.S. company, but did they release this tractor in Europe? Did anyone in Europe ever buy this tractor? I feel like it's just too long for European fields. Because it is a long tractor. It takes up a lot of space. I don't know if I really have a favorite tractor brand, Jack. From your thumbnail, what is that? A Renault or something like that? However you pronounce that. I would probably have to go with Versatile because I grew up here in Gnadenthal, and Versatile was built an hour and 20 minutes away from Gnadenthal, so all the farmers where I grew up here, they all had Versatile tractors. Almost every farm had a Versatile. Newfield, 465. There's a Newfield as well. It's a tin. Little Blue Fairy, which I'm back. I've been doing I've been doing homework. I almost thought you were doing my homework. Dan goes, get. Yeah, I agree. Get, shoot, get. Hey, Dan? Dan.
Hey, bud, have a nice day, but it's gotta be somewhere else, okay?
Okay, my phone needs to stop telling me I have messages. I don't care that I have messages. I can get to those later. My analytics says there's 12 of you guys watching here, so welcome. Nice tractor. Yeah, I kind of like this tractor. It's pretty cool. Just barely bought it, so it's the first time I'm running it. And the steering is with articulation point on the front is weird. You have to almost steer earlier than you expect. Sure, noob, how's it going? Doing pretty good, sure, noob. Pretty good. Hey, Thomas Peacock, welcome back. Oh, for crying out loud, why does my phone just keep binging and binging? I have to put Do Not Disturb on. And I like the setup of having duals on the back and singles on the front. maybe because that's how I saw the tractor most of the time in real life. That's how a lot of the farmers set their tractor up. Get that little bit that we missed there. Making good progress on here. We're 68% finished here. Not sure how much money we'll make off of it, but it'll pay off some of the debt that I made to buy this tractor. Okay. Short end of the field here, so it's gonna be short little runs here. Hey Dan, are you like 3 years old? Because honestly,
You're about as disappointing as a soggy poutine, eh?
what's that? No, not yet, but like nothing. Oop, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy going on. Firebird. Well, Firebird, our channel is not Farm Sim. I do a lot. I usually do 2 Farm Sim streams. Channel will often do 3, 4 Farm Sim. Yeah, usually 3 Farm Sim streams a week, but we play all sorts of other games. We don't pigeonhole ourselves into Farm Sim. I personally love playing Farm Sim, but the channel is far from just Farm Sim. Yeah, sure knew, but I don't know. She said she was leaving internet behind because of her religion. To me, it felt like she joined I think she joined a very strict religious group. So she ended in internet. That's why we haven't seen her in like a year. So hopefully she's doing good and her group is not a cult. But who knows? But people have to make their own decisions, right? Where are you going, bud? Where are you going, bud? All right, that's better. Whoop. Hey. Why is that button? I think I'm going to be forced to buy a new joystick. Which tractor is this? This is the International Harvester. 7488. It's the biggest one they made like this. It's called the 2+2. with the articulation point in front of the cab. So it's a big articulating tractor, but it articulates on the front. Very popular in the early 90s. This tractor was very, very popular in Gnadenthal in Canada. I saw these tractors all over in the prairies. You see how it articulates in front of the cab? It makes the steering kind of lagged out when Case bought out International Harvester. Case was making the Traction King, big four-wheel drive tractor, and International was making this tractor. When Case bought International Harvester, they just stopped making this tractor and the Traction King. What they did was they bought out Steiger and then took those green tractors and painted them red and called them Case IHs. Little Blue Fairy is playing Farm Sim 22. That's what we were playing yesterday. Yesterday morning we were on FS22. Firebird, you should join our Discord and do some self-promo on there. Our Discord, there's a self-promo tab whenever you go live. You should share a link in there. And Parsival, I know you were messaging me. I haven't gotten to them yet. I know I got a bunch of messages from you on Bookface Messenger. Oh. So yeah, this is a 235 horsepower tractor. Quite a powerful tractor for its day. I mean, at the same time, there was a lot bigger horsepower out there. Like Big Bud was out before this, and much higher horsepower, but it did good for the tractor it was. I guess that was quite popular with the prairie farmers. In-game to purchase? I'm not sure how much we paid in-game. I don't know if that's the in-game price would be realistic to what it was in real life. But we paid $187,000 in-game. But you can get it cheaper. And then lower horsepower, you can actually get it at 130 horsepower. So there's a version here. It's actually it looks almost like the same tractor, but it's quite different. The hood is completely different. The cab is different. It's quite a bit smaller of a tractor. I think this is the older version of that tractor, but it is quite a bit smaller than the one I'm running right now. Not sure if we can do wheel setup the same way. Yeah, you can. Because if you look at the hood, it is quite a bit different. This was the newer version of it. Red cab instead of white cab, and then the front hood, and just bigger. It's just a bigger tractor. Modern tractors are just fancy pieces of trash. They don't feel like real tractors, and you can't repair modern tractors. It's like it's all computerized, so the farmer themselves can't even repair them anymore. There's something to be said for simple tractors that you can repair yourself. Unfortunately, this tractor here was already getting a little too modern for the self-repair people. There was a lot of computer parts in this tractor already in the early 90s. Digital display. Unlike modern, like if you buy a John Deere today, good luck. You can't even take one part from one tractor and put it to the other tractor because the computer goes, hey, that's not the right part. That serial number doesn't match. It's like literally the same part. If you bought two tractors at the same time, exactly the same, and switched parts on them, the tractor wouldn't work. It's like, what? But that's way of John Deere controlling everything about the tractor, right? Yeah, and other companies do the same thing, but John Deere is the worst. For the right to repair. Turned it a little too tight. It's a fun tractor though. You have a check engine light on your car dashboard from the last 5 years, and the cars run perfectly fine. But it's a dealer that thinks your car's gonna break anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a sensor, right? It's like even my big rig has got sensors all over the place. Just this last week on Thursday, I had the VGT controller go kaput on the big rig, and it just shut the whole big rig down because the computer didn't know what was going on. It's like, I don't know how to run this engine without that controller. Hey, Yako. Is the right to repair lawsuit still going? I don't really follow it, so I don't know, but I'm sure it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm sure that's still all going. There's because lawsuits like that take years. But I don't really follow the court proceedings and stuff, so I don't know. To be honest, you've bypassed most of the sensors, so the computer is just relaxing. Sorry, computer, you can just chill now. You don't have any job to do. Yep. We'll turn this way. We'll just go up this way. Up, up, up. The steering is definitely weird and awkward on this tractor. It just feels so delayed with that that turning radius on the front. Never fear, Crackhead is here, and he's not supposed to be on his phone at the tech center. Shh. We won't tell anyone. We won't tell anyone. Any car, you need a fuel gauge, oil pressure, temperature, and speedometer. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, with that, you can... I mean, honestly, you don't need any of those gauges. The only thing you really need is actual oil pressure in the engine, gauge or not. You actually need fuel, gauge or not. And you can't be overheating, gauge or not. And what speed you go in, you can just feel it. So you don't even need any of those gauges, as long as the engine's running. Not running not overheating. It's got good oil pressure, and you've got fuel. Everything else can just be deleted. Okay, almost done. We'll see if nope, I'll have to turn around and start going the other way. It won't quite be finished on this pass. 99% done. I don't know about Canadian American cars, but for sure European cars are made not to be repaired. Yep, their cars are basically made to last 5 years and then fall apart, and then you just get a new one. They're designed to last 5 years and then buy a new one. So still $55,000 of debt. Let's just look at new contracts before we grab anything else. That one would make good money, but I'm not into that. Okay, let's go back to the farm. We'll wash and clean everything. We'll grab a cultivator and then cultivate a field. So I love how this tractor articulates the hood, how it just twists over like that. That's just so cool. Buy a Toyota with a carburetor fuel system. My Toyota is fuel injected, but yes, Toyota carburetor. Yeah, that'll last forever. I don't know if you can get a brand new carbureted. I don't think you can get one. Not here anyway. Everything's fuel injected here. Here. I think it's our environmental laws that prevent a lot of engines from being sold here. Our environmental laws are a little bit stupidly designed. It's like, wait, this engine is actually better for the environment, but the way you've written the law, it's illegal. And the way we signed the free trade agreement, the U.S. controls a lot of our environmental laws. So Canada's being held hostage by a lot of the laws, the clean energy laws. Well, even my big rig doesn't. My big rig is designed. My big rig is fuel injected, diesel, and no glow plugs, and we use synthetic oil, so you don't even have to warm up. You don't even have to warm up a diesel engine anymore. Let me get in. Thank you. But yeah, carbureted engines, diesel and gas, you need to treat them differently. Oh yeah, for sure. When my truck breaks down, tow trucks are involved. Luckily, it's not my bill, not my truck. Let's see how this thing handles the cultivator. I do have to reorganize these. Where am I going with this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, diesel needs a glow plug heater. Yep. Before starting up. A carburetor needs a choke. Yep. Don't need that with fuel injected, because the computer controls the fuel and oxygen levels. That's what happened with the truck on Thursday. Is the VGT controller broke, and basically what the VGT controller does is controls how much oxygen gets pushed into the engine. And with that not working, the computer just freaked out and didn't know what to do. The truck wouldn't even stay running, not even on idle. It wouldn't stay running. The VGT stands for Variable Geometric Turbo. So the turbo on my diesel engine is variable, has a variable fins on it. So the computer can control exactly how much oxygen is getting pushed into the engine. And with that controller broken, the engine wouldn't run. You forgot the engine choke on? Yeah, that would be would run a little on the rich side if you leave it on. Stay out of the ditch. I made that on Gnadenthal. Like, we'll pay it off right away. It's not going to be a lot of debt just to get this tractor. our our best friend's friend is debt. But thanks for paying off all the debt. I wouldn't have been able to buy this tractor if you didn't. You had almost enough saved up to buy it. It's like it's so close. I want to play with this tractor. Mm-hmm. Okay. What was on this field? Let's take a look. What was this? This is potatoes. Harvested potatoes. Yeah, the only thing I don't like the look is, how are weeds still there after harvest? that shouldn't be a thing. But the field looks right. All right, let's unfold this. What are you going to regret? Mike, if you fill it right away. Yeah. You have the time. I don't think we have enough horsepower, guys. I don't think we have enough horsepower. I was a little concerned that might not have enough horsepower, but we're struggling. We're struggling. You mean borrow it for on their game? No. But other people can join in here and farm on here. So friends can play with this tractor on my farm, or we can set up multiple farms in one game. Yeah, the check engine light might come on. It might. Tractor's working hard. We are a little low on horsepower here. That's it. We got to buy another tractor, Jess. More debt. And Jess just goes to use the other tractor with more horsepower. Not a very big field. I think we'll just finish the field with this tractor. And then we just know that the big cultivator is a little bit too much for this tractor. Hit anything. It's got a good sound too. Yeah, for its day, it was a really good tractor. It's a little underpowered for the big equipment we have today on the farm. Line it up nicely. I don't remember what app. I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't installed the monitor yet. I can't remember what it was. I haven't installed the solar monitor, the smart solar monitor yet. Remind me to put that on the list of things to do still. Because that's still a thing I have to do. So I bought the monitor. It gets hooked in. Where does it get plugged in? Between the battery and the charger, I believe. I believe that's where it goes. Between the battery and the charger. And then you can Wi-Fi or Bluetooth into it. But right now, I just look at the lights on the charger. And the chargers are really good. They just automatically balance it. And it's like when we're not in use or just barely in use, they do very slow trickle charge. When there's quite a bit to charge, it charges at a higher level. And when the batteries go all the way dead, it charges at maximum level. Chargers are pretty smart. You bought a Solarman dongle for the inverter. Not very futuristic, but it does the job. Maybe that's where. Maybe it goes between the batteries and the inverter. The smart. Yeah, that might be. This might work. Now the inverter itself is smart too on ours. I have a fairly smart inverter. Unfortunately, I broke the display on the inverter. My bad. That was my bad. I put my knee on a place it shouldn't go. Yeah, I think it won't take too long to finish it, so we'll just overwork the tractor a little bit. It's fine. It's fine overworking the tractor, right? I mean, it's working for the most part. It's just there's a bit too much tire spin and the engine RPMs are a little too low. It's definitely struggling. It'd be funny if the game goes, hey, you're overworking the engine, and all of a sudden engine lights start coming on because you're overworking it. I still have one question for Giants for Farming Sim. Have you ever seen a real life farm without cats? Tiger Gold Series inverters have detachable LED monitors. So if you break one, it's easy to replace. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So I did learn something new yesterday. Duke, since he ran a real farm, he said you'd actually apply lime after harvest or in spring before you cultivate and seed. Lime gets applied to the field and then gets disked or cultivated into the field. So I've been doing it wrong. So lime before seeding. Fertilizing after seeding or during seeding. So I'm going to reorganize the farm so that the lime is the first thing in the list of things to do in spring. Next thing we want to buy on here is more land. We need to buy some more land. Because we can't justify more and bigger tractors and more equipment until we have more land. Is this Navi's song? Yeah, this is Navi's song. It's funny. It's a funny song. The microwave beep that gives you away for a midnight snack. It's like, why is there not an option to turn the beep off on a microwave? Yes, I'm assuming your solar system is working really, really good now. You guys are pretty arid there too, which means a lot of sun. Just like us over here, a lot of sun. I mean, the last 2 weeks have been no sun. It's just been cloud, cloud, cloud. But still, on a sunny day, you must be getting lots of power coming in. It's like electricity bill all of a sudden doesn't matter as much anymore. And sure, it'll take a couple of years to pay off the solar system, but once it's paid off, after that, it's just free energy. The return on investment long term is so good for solar. All right, see you later, sure noob. Have a good night. Yeah, I had Dandy Boar. It was just a nuisance. I'm pretty sure they were like a squeaker little kid. Just weird comments, right? So if you see Dandy Boar, heads up. Okay. Okay. Remember his name? Or their name? Yeah, people can't hear you. You're quiet. I think I've seen that before. Okay. Yep. So just basically a heads up and then wait and hear what happens. Yeah. Without knowing what was said, you don't know, right? You got to make your own choice. Wait, why are there water droplets inside the tractor? Even the seat is wet. Whoever modded this, when you wash the tractor, everything on the inside goes wet too. Apparently we power wash the inside as well. I just realized that. Wait, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's a pretty neat tractor. I like it. It's a pretty neat tractor. But yeah, this cultivator is definitely too much for it. Oh, does this cultivator have a license plate saying how many horsepower you need to pull it? Don't see one. Maybe that wasn't an option. And what we do with our license plates is we write down how many horsepower each tractor has. So you got short form of Gnadenthal. So Gnadenthal dash 235 horsepower. So our license plate, no matter what tractor we jump in, we can see how much horsepower it is. Don't even have to jump into the tractor and we know how many horsepower our tractor has. Other than the fact there's water droplets on the inside, it's a pretty nice mod. Got a PTO controller there. Got a raised rate. You lift and lower the 3-point hitch, how fast it raises and lowers. A position of the 3-point hitch. And then I'm not sure what the other one is. And you got some hydraulic levers there on the side. Gears, high and low gears there. RPM gauge that, or lever up there. There's some more buttons and dials there. Apparently no right and left foot braking. Got a clutch and a brake. We don't have right and left foot braking. Interesting. Guess maybe the way the tractor's set up, right and left foot braking isn't something you would use on a tractor like this, maybe? We're halfway done. Halfway through. Well, looks like an hour and a half in, YouTube has decided that they're not going to show my content to people anymore. Because we went from over 20 people watching to 4, 5. It's like, good job, YouTube. YouTube algorithm goes, I'm going to give you a bunch of people, and then we'll just not give you any more. No idea how to get past that initial boost, right? I guess I got to be more interesting, higher energy, more drama to get more people to stay longer. If people stay longer, I think YouTube would keep sending more people our way, right? But I refuse to be fake person. There's so much fake online. I refuse to be fake. I'm just going to be boring me. And if people like that, great. If not, then that's okay too. Engine hours on the dashboard is just 00000. Darn, I was hoping that'd be a live number. I was hoping that number would go up. I think the fuel gauge might be live because it matches what the side UI is showing. Fuel gauge might be live. I also have to start cultivating like a real farmer would. They would go up and down first and then do headlands last. That's just how you would cultivate. That's how you would plow. That's how you would seed. Harvest, you would do the headlands and end rows first and then do the rest. But cultivating, seeding, you would do that last, the end rows. So I got to start playing more like that too. Realism, right? Realism. When I get back to the farm, I'm going to reorganize where the lime wagon is. So we have all the equipment in order of use. Visibility is actually not bad. I mean, the huge front tires do take out a big block of your front window there. But for the setup of the tractor, it has really decent visibility. In fact, the articulation point is on the front. The rear visibility is really good. It's like a traditional tractor without articulation, right? You can just see right behind you. In front of you, it's just the two big tires that kind of block your view. If it wasn't for that, it would be just really good line of sight. The exhaust, you could do without the exhaust over there. It'd be nice if you could move the exhaust, but with articulation point, it'd be hard to move that exhaust to a different point. on the cab like our modern tractors do. They hide the air intake and the exhaust in the A-posts of the cab. But I guess you couldn't do that with a tractor like this. So I guess they just put the exhaust right smack dab in the middle. Not even quite in the middle, just off center. Hmm? It's died out now. Usually those, they get a spike and then die out. What game was that? I can't remember. That's why I asked. It doesn't matter if we talked about it yesterday. What game was it? I didn't ask what short it was. What game was it? What? You didn't. Okay. Repo. Repo. Repo looks like a fun game. Why is it called Repo? You're repossessing everything? Retrieve, extract, profit operation. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a reason a game like that got nominated as #1 game of the year. Or nominated or win? Maybe won. Nominated, okay. Because it looks like it's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun to watch. I like what they did with the 2-player and the echoing when the other player is in the next room. When all of a sudden you got Navi to go up into the attic, and all of a sudden you could barely hear her at all, right? You went from really loud, clear communication to all muffled and quiet and barely hear. It's like there's a wall in the way. What they did with the audio like that, proximity audio and echoiness, is just so cool. Makes multiplayer so much more fun, more interactive, right? I bet you that's popular on VR. I bet you that game would be very popular on VR. Almost have to buy a VR set just because of that game. 76% done. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm just letting you know what I'm feeling. I don't know what you're feeling. It matters how you feel, yes. Yes, it does. Do I need to dump water on you? Doing okay? Why not? Okay. Well, you figure that out then. I'll be here hungry. You go do the things you have to go do. I'll just go hungry. Excuse me. Okay. No hat spins today. I'm just not even Chernoob did a hat spin. He has some left too. Here's what I would like to do. I'm gonna stream till food's ready. Eat food, end the stream, eat food, and then I gotta do my spreadsheet and stuff for work, and then go to work. Does that help your decision? No. Oh well. I tried. I don't know what else to do. I tried. You said you had to figure it out. That's why I wasn't. You said you had to figure it out. You get in trouble for trying to figure out what you have to do. Can't win this one? Then why'd you set yourself up in a way that you can't win? I'm trying to help. Tell me what you need. That you have sooner the better. Okay. So go run across the street, come back, take a shower, pack clothes, and then run back and pick it up. Have to. Don't really have to. Dishes. You can drain them. Okay. Yeah, probably not. Maybe you do have to. Yeah. Little blue fairy witch says you need to say, please, please, I want some food. Go across the street first, and then food, and then shower, and then pack clothes, and then go back across the street, and come back, do dishes. By that time, I have to go work. Well, then you better, instead of being indecisive and trying to decide what to do, you better just start doing them, or else you're going to run out of time to do them. Here, come and get a hug. It'll be okay. Here. Now get to work. If you have all these things that you have to do, just start doing one at a time and do them. So, and how do we fix that? Little blue fairy, you're correct. What? I already said it. Okay. I did too. I'm not tired. I woke up way too early. I got like 5.5 hours sleep. Yeah. So, honestly, the sooner we go to work, the better, so I can get some decent sleep tonight. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not used to seeing that on a Monday. I have 3 hours to sleep. Yeah, that's not enough time. I need more than that. I usually try to get between 6.5 and 7 hours. That 6.5, 7.5 hours. That's kind of what I prefer. All right. Well, that was more painful than it needed to be, cultivating with this tractor. Definitely not enough horsepower for this cultivator. You might pull the other cultivator. It's a little bit smaller. 98% done. Last pass. Thing is, I have to get good sleep because I'm going to be on the highway with a very, very, very heavy equipment. So if I don't get enough sleep, it's dangerous, very dangerous, not to me, but to other people as well. Let's collect that. Repay a little more loan, just $50,000 left. Any other, there's some cultivating. School starts at 7:30, ends at 14:15. Well, my job, I start my shift at 7 a.m. Not today, but most of the days I start my shift, and I work 5 to 6 days a week. Start at 7 a.m. or 700, and my shift ends at 21. Some days the shift ends at 23. So 700 to 2021 is typical, sometimes a little longer. Last week was quite a bit longer. I might borrow that or do that contract. Except that is way up north there. We're just going to switch tractors. How are there weeds here? I just cultivated this. Now you're doing laundry. Yeah, I did laundry yesterday. I just forgot to do my paperwork for work. So yeah, I do a 16-hour work shift, and I work 14 hours in that 16-hour work shift. So in the 16 hours of work, I get 2 hours off. And sometimes the good hours off. Other times, those hours off are just sitting in the truck and waiting to get loaded or waiting to get unloaded. So I can't even go back in the sleeper and just relax. I'm sitting there just waiting for a forklift to come and get me or whatever, right? So those days suck. Into town. Let's go wash and repair this, and then we'll grab a higher horsepower tractor. New Holland or John Deere? Which one should I grab? Man, chat's gotten really quiet. Like I said, the algorithm all of a sudden just spit everybody out, right? It's like, okay. Clean everything up again. At least that's cheap. Apparently I'm too far away for the cultivator. That's okay, we're using it again right away. New Holland's parked right there. Let's go park this inside. That panel on top of the roof makes it look like there was an option of this tractor with a sunroof on it. Where's that option? Well, I want that version. Almost hit the wall. Very, very, very close. Oh, what? That's so we were at 235 horsepower. This is 305 horsepower, so this tractor should do a better job at it. Quite a bit more horses. Really wide tires on this thing. Ridiculous floater tires. All right, let's go to another field. Welcome back, Micro. Not sure why I'm being welcomed back. I've been here the whole time. I'm here every weekend. Well, today's Monday, so for me today's Sunday. It's my Sunday morning. The whole weekend got shifted a day down. Sure Noob said the solar system is a blessing. Got rid of the grid. Simulator YouTube. Happy Mondays. Yeah, it's pretty rare I stream on a Monday. I mean, Jess does. Jess streams Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, but not this week. She's coming with me in the big rig this week, so if you get any streams this week, they'll be from James. Okay, let's see if this tractor can handle the cultivator a little. Oh, I was going to reorganize the farm. Oh, well, I forgot. No, don't hire a worker. Don't hire a worker. No, thank you. I mean, I don't have access to this land. I do. Farmer paying me to cultivate this field, so yes, I do. I think it's getting kind of late in the day here, so it might be the last contract. I guess there's a mowing contract to be done. We'll do this and then finish the mowing contract and then get into next month. Yeah, we're definitely cultivating at a higher speed, and the tractor's not working as hard, so definitely the better tractor for the job. Pretty small field here, so. A lot more modern of a tractor than the other one we were pulling. Overshot that a bit. I don't like the reflections on the windshield. So just thinking about visibility, this tractor definitely has better visibility than the 2+2. But it feels like the cab is so much bigger on it. So. I think modern tractors have gotten too bloated. I guess with GPS, the visibility doesn't really matter as much anymore. At least around the front, when you're still backing up and hooking on, like you got much better visibility behind you there. With GPS here, I can use every other row. Actually be quite efficient. And I don't like the tram lines at all. I've never seen an American farmer do fields with tram lines. It's just not a thing I've seen ever done in Canada and the US. I think in the UK, with fields being so much smaller, it's a lot more important that you get every seed that you plant grows. When you have fields this massive, running over a few seeds just isn't as important, right? Or running over some plants, just not as important. And beautiful fall colors along the creek there. think that'll work out very nicely. Go back to the other end of the field and then come back and trim the headlands. I need to do this more often. I like this better already. It feels more like a real farmer would do it, right? Yep, I like it. Nope, we're going to do this more often. I'm going to get into the habit of going the back and forth first and then doing the end rows after. What happened to our music? Slow Orbit by Everyday Astronaut. What was this song called? Spaceships for Earth. Also, Everyday Astronaut. It's a pretty short field, so there's lots of turning around. Definitely like how this is turning out. Okay, gonna try to do that more often. Don't know if I'll succeed, but I'm gonna definitely try. Try to make that a habit. Hey, what? I'm getting raided by Rax? Thank you. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. I haven't been raided in forever. Well, welcome. Welcome everybody that actually clicked the button on Rax's stream and went go to our stream. Really appreciate that, Rax. Jeremy, how's it going, Jeremy? I've got something to promote. Just finished watching the latest video on the trucking channel, and the driver also goes by Juan. Perhaps you know him. McGarrett, welcome. What was the newest video I released today? What was today's video? Was today's video something interesting? I can't. 2 weeks ago, right? The trucking channel. 2 weeks ago. There's Rax. You rated the vertical stream. No. I do make the thumbnails different. The one thumbnail has the vertical black on the side, and the other one is full screen. So if you take a close look at the thumbnails, the one that looks less vertical is the less vertical stream. But that's okay, Rax. People can hit the avatar and then go over to horizontal. Hey Jess, I got raided. Rax raided me. Let's see, today's video was heavy from barrier through cam loops. There's Farmer Donkey too. Hello. So how's that video doing? I haven't promoted it anywhere. It's doing number 3 out of 10, 418 views. It's doing okay. Normally on a Monday morning I'll be promoting. Don't have access to that. Are you using a new channel vertical stream same time? Yes and no. Rax, you're watching on a separate stream. So technically I have 3 streams going. So when we're gonna tilt, then we have to tilt our screens. Yes. So I have 2 vertical streams going. One where you see my face. That's the old way. If you're on my vertical stream and don't see my webcam, that's the new way of YouTube. So, and the new way, what I hate about the new way is I have no analytics. I have no idea how many people. So the chats are separate. So Rax, your chat is separate from the main channel. Yes. Yep. So I would go full on in the new way, having the chats combined. If only YouTube let me use this setup so that I have a webcam, or else I have to put the webcam dead on center of the screen for the horizontal. I don't know, maybe I do that. Maybe that's a good idea. I just don't like the idea. But so yeah, technically I have 3 streams going right now. All right, Donkey says I came from Rax Raid. You just switched to horizontal. Yeah, see, it's not hard to switch to horizontal. Huh? Does that donkey ever work? That's Jess's question, if the donkey ever works. I have my doubts, but Jeremy says at the very end of the video, you made me laugh. You mentioned you could hit the horn more since Jess wasn't there. Yeah, see, Jess wasn't with, so I can just keep honking. Whenever Jess is with, I have to end the honk pretty quick because she threatens to tickle me. Okay, let's yeah, same with me. I want to eat lunch, but it's gonna be a little bit till I get to eat lunch. What is lunch? So yeah, thanks Rax for the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, if McGarrett, if you tab on the avatar, you get sent to the old vertical with cam. Yeah, so if you're on vertical and want the webcam, click on my avatar, go to live, and you can get vertical with my webcam. And everybody else's. No, then you don't get everybody else's chat. The opposite. Then you get your own chat. But thank you everybody that came in and said hi. My viewers shot up quite a bit, so thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully some of you guys hit subscribe. Maybe. Yes. Our subscribers have actually been going down the last couple of days, but they come in waves, right? McGarrett has joined the light side. On the horizontal. What do you want, Jess? What do you want? I want lunch. I definitely want lunch. Yes. Got you in XL mode now. Hang on now. Is that an insult? Am I getting insulted? How dare what about lunch? My answer is yes, I want it. Yes. I'll have it now. I don't care. I do care, you're right. I'm hungry. What I care about is that I'm hungry. And you guys talking about lunch. Rax is talking about lunch. Farmer Donkey's talking about lunch. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Don't blame me for being hungry. They're talking about food. It's just making it worse. Jess says, I expect her to have 8 arms like an octopus. Well, thank you, Jess. Blue Collar Living, how's it going? Juan is a pro lunch guy, and I've always respected that. Lunch is good. I want lunch. I'm always pro lunch. Food good. No, Jess, I don't actually work. I just play on a different computer for 8 hours. Miraz says, yes, I agree. All right, let's go park this. We'll finish the other contract that's been started by Jess and her group last, what was that, on Saturday morning? There's a small little mowing contract. Oh yeah, I was going to reorganize these. So instead of backing this in, let's put these all in the right order. Regular meals, don't underestimate them. I don't get regular meals. I'm a long haul trucker. I do not get regular meals. That's why I'm such a big fan of food at home, because it doesn't matter what Jess makes. Doesn't matter. Whatever she makes, it is sure better than what I was eating on the road. Drop that off there. Let's do some donuts. Donuts. Who said donuts? Just now I want donuts. Great. Because Duke taught me something new. How real farmers apply lime. And I'm like, I'm doing it wrong. I've got all the equipment. So I got the equipment lined up in the order you use it. And I have lime lined up in the wrong order. Apparently you spread lime before you get your field ready for seeding. So if you're going to cultivate or disc your field or plow your field, probably not plow, but disc or cultivate, you would, I guess if you're going to plow the field, you would plow it, then apply lime, and then you would go cultivate the field, and then you would seed. And then after that, you would fertilize, or while you're seeding. If you just harvested a field, before you seed the next field, you would spread lime before seeding. So we're gonna put them in that order. The order you would actually farm in. There we go. We bought a brand new tractor today. It's a beautiful new tractor. Beautiful new tractor. I'll show you our tractor we bought. She's a classic. Modern classic. That's our brand new newest tractor. Little underpowered for the big cultivator we have, but it pulls the ripper nicely. I'll probably pull everything except for the big cultivator. But super cool. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Farmer Donkey, you would mix the lime into the soil before seeding, right? For the pH balance. I'm like, oh, I've been doing it wrong. I've been applying lime after seeding. It's like, that's not how you do it. It's not how you do it in real life. Well, I mean, as soon as Duke said it, I'm like, of course, that makes a lot more sense. Of course I'm doing it wrong. That better be the lime trailer, not the fertilizer. That's probably the fertilizer. I think this is our lime wagon. Lime is very corrosive on equipment, so I figure use separate equipment. A lot of farmers use the same equipment, but you got to really clean it out. What's in this thing? Yeah, there's lime. Okay. So we'll put the fertilizer there, put the lime around. Will it have a long front like US Canadian trucks? Will what have a long front? I don't understand the question. Are you talking about the International 2+2 tractor? That definitely has a long front end. Okay. Now we have everything in the order you use it. No, I changed the order. So the order. You guys didn't screw up the order. I'm just changing the order. You just tell the International that it has a long nose. It definitely does, though. Call it Big Nose. It probably has some weird nickname because of its huge nose. It is a pretty hat. What are you guys talking about? You guys are so confusing. Okay. We've got that organized. They get better. What gets better? My hats? Are we talking about my hats? Oh, let's not. I mean, you can, but let's not put. No, Farmer Donkey, we don't. Like, we really don't want to put on any ladies' hats. Let's go run over and mow that little bit of the field. What a mess here. Just pallets everywhere. Super strength does not work in Gnadenthal. If you change my hat, then Jess will feel like she can't change or she can't make lunch because the stream has to keep going because you changed my hat. And then I'll be really hungry. Don't make me really hungry. Well, if someone spins the wheel right at the end, I'll just wear that hat next time I stream, like next Saturday. Hopefully I get home next Saturday. Hopefully I get home next Friday. Last week I left home on Sunday evening and got home Saturday afternoon or Saturday noon. That sucked. So why just a front mower? We have a rear mower too. We'll quickly get this contract done. Jeremy, we don't need a sun hat to protect me from the Canadian sun. It's the winter here, and we don't have sun. So, no worries. We don't need a sun hat. I guess those of you that are new, you guys control the hat I wear. Go over here, spin the wheel. If someone had done a $5 super chat, we would have clicked the button, spun the wheel, and I would then be forced to wear a tricorn until the wheel gets spun again. $5 or become a member. I spin the wheel, and for $10 you just pick a hat on the wheel, and every time I see a $10 super chat, I know for a fact that's going to say put on Jess's sun hat. That's just what you guys are going to say, and it's not cool. It's not bright out today. It's cloudy, overcast, miserable weather. There's no need for a sun hat. It used to be the motorcycle helmet until I got smart enough and sold it. When I sold my motorcycle, I gave the buyer the helmet. So you guys don't have the motorcycle helmet anymore. You guys tortured me with that. So at least we got rid of that torture device, but then the sun hat became a thing. I swear new people there for a while thought I was a streamer that wears the girls' hats. And then let's not talk about the pink cowboy hat you guys got me. I put that pink cowboy hat on yesterday. When Jess came home, she texted me. I'm like, I'm headed home. Could you give me a hand up with the groceries? I'm like, sure. I came down with a pink cowboy hat. I come around the corner and there's a group of very conservative women standing around talking, and the looks I got was, I'm like, I picked the wrong day to go downstairs with a pink cowboy hat. Like, maybe I won't do that again. I immediately gave the hat to Jess to go upstairs, and she wore the hat upstairs. It's like, whoops. My new neighbor's first impression of me. That was pretty funny. Like, I keep going downstairs with this hat or the top hat, and nobody ever catches me. I'll put the pink one on. No one ever catches me. Well, never mind. Lots of people caught me. A little bit funny. But this is my favorite hat, so every stream starts with this hat. Today we haven't had any spins. It's a Monday though, I wasn't really expecting any. Most of our regulars are at work. Cinnamon rolls are calling your name. Does that mean I get one too if they're just calling your name? They don't call my name at all? Oh, good. They're calling my name too. Oh, good. I was worried there for a second. Jess is dropping stuff. Everybody watch out. Someone said that the Canadian snow bounces the sunlight back, and that's why I need to wear the sun hat. We don't have any snow. We have no snow. Not here in the valley. It's just miserable, rainy, overcast. There's no need for a sun hat at all, Jeremy. No need. Good night, little blue fairy witch. Honestly, what? The snow is blinding. Yes, you get snow blind, but the sun hat wouldn't help with the snow blinding. You just need good sunglasses. Okay. Hello, Clip. Let's last pass here, and then we'll go sleep, and we'll be done with October. We'll see what kind of contracts we get. After this. Collect, yes, collect. I mean, that was just $800, but hey, $800 is $800. A repay, we're still 40, a little over $40,000 of debt. Jeremy says, weather is perfect here today. 70 degrees Fahrenheit and absolutely beautiful. I don't know what 70 is. That's almost room temperature. Okay. Here it's 9.7 degrees Celsius. Whatever that's in freedom units. Roger from Ohio. Hello. Okay, let's go park this. We'll jump in our pickup, drive to the farm. I don't know why the New Holland has to be parked over there instead of in the Quonsets, but yeah, it's okay. Park this with the rest of the mowers. There, okay. I'm like, where is the mowers? Right there. Great game. You're playing on PS4. FS25 is on PS4? I thought it was on PS5 only. Just park that right there. Because this is crossplay. So anybody can join. Only had one person join in today. And only for a little bit. No password on here, so you can just have randoms join. But the fact that it's Gnadenthal map means not a lot of Farmer Donkey says 70 degrees Fahrenheit would be 21 Celsius. Yeah, that's beautiful motorcycle riding weather. Absolutely gorgeous. You're playing FS22. Okay, yeah, I still play FS22 at least once every weekend. I still love FS22, but unfortunately... Are you dropping more stuff again? Just don't get angry. It's your own fault. Butterfingers. When I play FS22, I play on PC though, and PC only. Yeah, Juan's streaming on a Monday. That's sus. I didn't stream on Saturday, right? This is my Sunday. Today is my Sunday. Good morning, November. Do we have any contracts we can do? That's a really good bale wrapping one there. That's a really good harvesting one. We'll accept that contract. Let's accept that contract. Stone picking. It's really good money. We'll borrow those. We don't have a stone picker. So for those of you new, I grew up here. This is the piece of property so field 117 is the property I grew up on. Two calves in here. The other end, they still have bales in here. They'll be producing milk eventually. Got a bunch of bales just laying around over here for some reason. Maybe they didn't fit properly. That's probably it. All right. Let's go back to the farm. Yikes. Nobody saw that. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Thanks, Donkey. You are an acceptable Michael replacement. Oh, boy.
Oh, bless your little heart.
Yeah, you guys live in the same state, but I don't think you should choose Michael as a representative for your state. I guess I have to do a crash counter for that, don't I? Why did that number not go up? Okay, let's... There we go. Got the crash counter has to go up. Crash counter / swear count. I don't swear anymore, so it's only the crash counter. Guys, it's pretty rare you guys catch me. Jess just goes, "You swore like a sailor the other day." Nobody called me out on it, I guess. Thanks for subscribing, Roger. Appreciate it. That nobody's called me out on any of it. What am I doing again? Harvesting and bale wrapping, right? There's rain in the forecast, so let's see if we can get some of this in before the rain gets here. When is the rain supposed to be here? At noon. Noon, and then it stays here. Oh boy, it's gonna be a rainy day. We got to get this in. Got to get this in. Was Donkey there and he didn't call me out? I don't remember swearing. When was the swearing? Not this weekend. It was this weekend? Apparently I was swearing and nobody called me out on it. Where am I going with this? Up there. Okay. Apparently I was swearing without me realizing it. But yeah, Roger, I really enjoy FS22 still too. Could have been before Donkey joined the stream. Could have been. 5 minutes. Bad Donkey, must pay attention. Yeah, how dare you not be here at all times when I'm streaming and catch me. Okay, we'll bring this to the field and then we'll call it a day. We'll redirect you to somewhere. You guys all got redirected here, so who's live and who can I redirect to? Who are we going to go see? Wizard of Oz. We're going to go see the... Whoa. Okay, it's saving. Okay. We're going to go see the Wizard of Oz. That was Jess's answer. Okay, let's go down this way. I've asked Iron Thunder to build a hump over the creek over here, because in real life it's just the culverts, some big culverts and a big hump over the creek there. This is a super unique field split up by a shelter belt. Okay. Unfolded. Okay. Let's go. All right. Well, thank you for everybody that came over from the redirect. I appreciate you guys very much so. It's a shame that I'm ending the stream here. I gotta get ready for work. I gotta do some paperwork and stuff. Eat some lunch. So let's see, who do we redirect to? We'll start with vertical here. We'll send vertical on the way. So 1,080 views on vertical. Not bad. Not bad. Customization. Redirect. Okay, who do we have? Ghost Bear says this. Aha! I see it always happens. I show up and Juan ends the stream. We got Raptor here. I've been waiting 30 years for this. I don't know what he's playing. Is he building a mini golf course? What's Raptor playing? Let's check out what Raptor's doing. Let's save there. All right, vertical stream, you're off. And we'll catch up with you on the horizontal stream shortly. Okay, end. All right.